we got a lot of playing time together, so the chemistry is there where we can, I can be playing what the next man is thinking before he says something, because it's chemistry. We've been doing it for long enough and we automatically know. So it's fun to play with the others because music is like a language, and you got to learn it and speak it to know what's going on. About the program is that Mr. Evans gives you free course to do whatever. No is never really in his category. I mean, his vocabulary, I'm sorry. So he gives us the freedom to do what we want to do that we can't do in maybe the marching band or the Vesper choir or the yard choir. The jazz band gives us that, that go.
So the biggest thing that we're working on is improvisation, which is the spontaneous creation of music without the printed page. And every Tuesday and Thursday from 12:30 to 1:20, we celebrate the rich cultural history of jazz music.
I believe that if we raise our standards overall, professionally, individually, morally, academically, then we'll all be successful. But the mainstream culture doesn't necessarily support those ideas.
Basically like training and like professionalism, and also in the different ways I have to play, and also diversity. So this ensemble is such a big help for me.
The biggest challenge in being in band is balancing school with a social life and also having to go to practice. So I think that's one of the toughest things. You got to have a lot of discipline with time management.
Just a musician, because it holds you accountable. You have to be on time. You got to know your music. You got to read your music, and you got to be on it. And with me being the bass player of the jazz band, I'm carrying everybody. So if I'm lacking, we all lacking as far as I'm.
So it's no time to learn anything. You kind of have to get it. You kind of have to be a great musician. It pushes your learning curve to be a lot faster, and ultimately, behind the scenes, you will be able to do way more. Able to do way more after graduation.
A lot of times we sit there and we go over and we get a lot of instruction that is pertaining to us specifically. Mr. Evans doesn't leave anybody out. He makes sure everybody is known and everybody is right where they need to be.
I enjoyed the jazz band performance because personally I used to be in jazz band when I was in high school. So it was a very nice experience. I like to come out and listen because the band is very established, and that's just something that I love to enjoy and listen to.
Just me personally performing, I think being around so many talented musicians in the jazz band, it motivates me to try to do better and put myself out there more.
I love you, Jalen!
I'm very proud that UAPB is the only school in Arkansas that has a fully functioning studio on campus. No other campus in Arkansas has a fully functioning recording studio.
This ensemble was founded in 1975 by the late Mr. Odie E. Burris, and since 1975 we have continuously had jazz and jazz ensemble at the university. I'm the second director of the jazz ensemble. I became director in the fall of 2003. And over the years, we've developed lots of famous professional musicians before my tenure, during my tenure, and even today.
A lot of the skills that they develop in a jazz ensemble are very much in line with what they'll need out in the modern world today as performing musicians.
One of the biggest assets of Pine Bluff is how slow-paced the city is. A lot of people think of it as boring, so to speak, but really I think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills and to practice, because there isn't much to do. The thing you should be doing is practicing your skills, honing your skills, and getting better at your craft.
It's just trying to find the right time and the right amount of time that you need to, do all those things and still be, on the top, quote unquote. Performance was, I feel like with this being our first performance, it was actually pretty good. It's only going to get better from here. Just like one of my last line. What is this? This was the Jazz in the Cab. This was my last one. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun today.